celebration was so indeed and precious to me because we don't really get together and celebrate like that unless it's a death. You don't get to show love like that unless it's a death. And to see the wreaths that was put together, the flowers, usually they take those and put them out on grave sites when my life is over, it's done. I can't see those, I can't smell them. But it was just like, I was able to see the flowers. I don't know what if y'all know what that means. That 60, when I was talking about those flowers was on there. And I know my sister said she walked in the living room and she seen that and she was like, did I miss something? And when I'm saying she said, well, did she miss something? Okay, a lot of people don't understand when you miss something, like that's what they put on the grave sites. Yeah. They come and when you feed a body, they have the flowers up, they have all them fishes, design flowers, like they made the wreaths put into something, they call them wreaths. And for me to be able to see that and experience myself, it was precious to me. Because I was able to see them, I was able to smell them. And sometimes we need to be grateful. They always say when sometimes we move so fast in our life, we don't smell the roses, and we don't realize what we miss our purpose here on earth. God created us to be here and to be loving. God said live life abundantly. Amen. And we're supposed to live God's life abundantly. There's no reason when we are Christians to walk around sad all the time and looking like we don't have a purpose in our life. That God is not taking us to a different destiny in our lives. But God created us for a purpose and to be able to show joy and love. Amen. And so it was just a joy that came over. I would say the unspeakable joy, because to see everybody here, and we wasn't there as everybody wasn't bawling and crying, but I'm just saying, but we wasn't all bawling and crying, grieving over somebody, but it was a different type of cry. It was a different type of grieving. It was family love, coming together. Don't you know when God created us, that we're supposed to show love, for each other. We should be able to say stuff to our family and be able to express ourselves to our friends, our loved ones, everyone. I always say everyone that come to me is like family. I treat everybody like family. I like that closeness. I like that bond that have, and because I always say I'm one of God's children. I'm one of God's children. We all one of God's children, but we need to start acting like we one of God's children. We need to, sometimes I'm not perfect. And I always say when I do wrong, it don't hurt for me to go back to the altar. Because God said he'll give us 70 times 7 a daily. So sometimes when I be wrong somebody or do something wrong, I don't mind coming back to the altar and ask God to forgive me. Because I need forgiving daily. I don't know about anybody else, but I need it daily. Because I know that I'm not perfect. And I'm saved by grace. I'm saved by grace. And his miracles that he worked in each one of our lives. Yes. Amen. But just to be able to, I'll be saying that, sometimes when family, we shouldn't hold grudges. If anything that we said something wrong to somebody, we need to ask for forgiveness. We need to go, have a forgiveness heart. Have a godly love. And sometimes people don't understand what godly love is. Godly love is you can't do wrong. Can't nobody do you wrong. No wrong can be done because you're always forgiving. You're always loving. You're always making a sacrifice for others. You're always putting yours life. I always say that it's like a mother love. And I know what someone might can experience having a mother just still here. And someone said mother. Our kids can never be when I'm trying to look for a word, can never be wronged us any type of way. We're going to always forgive them. We're going to always love them. We're going to always keep encouraging them. We're going to always boost them up. And we're going to always uplift them. And I always say when you're around people that's tearing you down, sometimes we got to change our environment. We got to move around. Amen. Because we want to be around people that's going to encourage us and lift us up and know the love of God. Amen. And I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm thankful. I'm just so thankful and I'm just so blessed. Sometimes we don't realize how blessed we are. When you got people and how much they love you. When people show you they love you. When they come in for the celebration. It reminds me of the Potiphar's son. When the son went out, threw away all his money. But then when the father seen him coming from a distance, he said, get the best cow. get the best, be bringing in. Let's have a party. Let's be able to celebrate. And you know, and that's the way I feel. That everyone came there, and when they like walked in the room, they had the best of everything there to be able to celebrate me. The years that God has placed me on this earth, to be able to glorify. We celebrate. Amen.
Amen.
And it's good. It's a good feeling to know that when you're a child of God and people honor you and treat you and show you the love that they have for you. And I truly thank Ashley for how she put all that together. And that was just a blessing. I love you for doing that, because you didn't have to do that. You know, it's not only time that we need to for our kids to honor us, we need to honor our kids. We need to recognize what they do. We need to give them thankful for the things that they do, because, you know, nowadays it's hard for kids to want to do anything for their parents. You know, they feel like that what we do for what we did for them, that was something that we're supposed to do. But when they start giving back, that lets you know that you did something right.
All right.
You did something right. You know, but sometimes we don't know, but you did something right. When your kids start giving back to you, you know you did something right. And just to be able to stand here, I really appreciate the love that she showed me. And I just wanted to honor her with something to show that I appreciate you. I love you, because you didn't have to do what you did for me. But because you did, because of the love that you showed me, because you went out today and you made a sacrifice of putting that together for me. You know, it ain't easy hiding nothing from me, because I'm in everybody's business and wondering what everybody's doing. Amen? It's okay to be like that. Because sometimes we need to know what's going on in our household. Because when our household do fall out of whack, you won't be surprised. Sometimes when our households get all out of shape, been out, and we sit and we think, well, how that happened? And you had been paying attention to your household, you would have seen it coming. You wouldn't have to wonder how it happened. You should already know how it happened. Amen?
Amen.
And so I don't consider myself as nosy. From that, I just want to try to know what's going on in my household. Amen?
Amen.
And then so I just want to, I'm going to do one, God led me to this verse, and I just want to do it. And that's Psalms 150.